Hi everyone, I'm Dottie stitching Scotty, and this is one of my Scotties, Winston. He is so sweet. He is such a good boy. He's been outside playing, so he's not the most groomed, but he would like to say hello to Grandma Jeanette and Belinda and his pal Freddie. Yes, and of course Stephanie, Freddie's mom. So anyway, Freddie's a dog though. Thank you so much for joining us, and today is June the 3rd, 2023. It's Saturday, and we're going to stitch through the seasons today. This is all about cross stitch, and I got to looking and I thought, oh my gosh, this is one season and this is another season. So there you go. But anyway, Winston wants his treat, so I'm going to let him down and give him his treat. But mostly this is about this video is about cross stitch. Come here, Striker. Come on. Come on. And Striker is not going to make it. I guess you'll just get to see the top of his head and hear him crunch. Oh, goodness. But anyway, I would like to welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining me and my two little Scotties for my video about cross stitch. So, I love reading all your comments, and so to get you to comment more, I found when I ask a question that y'all comment more. So today's question, which I will say it at the beginning and at the end, and maybe during the middle, is do you do sales or stitch-alongs? And if so, what are you participating in currently? What stitch-along are you doing now or stitch-alongs? Because sometimes I do 2 or 3. Right now I'm in 2 current ones that just started yesterday. No, day before yesterday. But anyway, let's get started. Okay, you know, the last time I had a FFO a couple of weeks ago, and I needed a bow really bad, and I couldn't find any ribbon, and I'm still not totally happy with it, but I think that my friend did a really good job tying the bow because I spent 15 minutes, couldn't get a stinking bow tied for nothing. So anyway, this was a year and a hoop, and it's February. See what I said about different seasons? You know, for Valentine's Day. And this is from Small Town Needleworks. This is a PDF pattern. And they have a shop on Etsy, and they have a new pattern out this week, so you have to go check them out. So this is how I finished it on an embroidery hoop, which I painted with magenta apple barrel paint. And then this ribbon was just something that I had in my stash. So there you go. So that's an FFO. I need to take a picture of that and stick it on the FFO challenge, because I'm doing the hashtag FFO challenge 2023 with 2 Tall Stitchers and oh, excuse me, and oh, who else? A whole bunch of people are doing it. I think Penny's Daughter Shares is also doing it too. And if you've not watched her videos, I tell you, she can flat put out the stitching. She stitches a lot. So, and everything she stitches is beautiful. And Jen and Carol, you know, the 2 Tall Stitchers, they've just finished Jen has finished a whole bunch of stuff. And Carol's finished some too, and they're just really, really pretty. And I always love to see their quilts at the beginning too. All right, so that was my fully finished object. And then I had a finish. You know, we had whip go, and I said, oh, there's a couple more days in May. And, you know, our whip go board is how to do our whips or works in progress. And it's like a bingo board. So, I will be marking off number 25, Costume Party, Sal. Because, you know, as I showed you, and I still can't, I looked at all my ribbon. I did not have a decent piece of ribbon or anything. So do you have any suggestions of what, for me, for what to do? Because I started to do this because I thought it was cute. But I didn't have anything. And of course, you know, I stink at tying bows, even though I watched bow tutorials, but I'm still working on it. But anyway, this is a finish, and this was done on 32 count. Don't remember. I'll have to check back with the others. And I got the finished package from Lady Dot Creates, and I got the board. Oh, good grief. My brain. Oh, goodness. I got the board from 141 Chantel. Or did I? No. I'll link it below. Sorry. I would put it in writing, but oh well, you know, I don't do that. But anyway, that's another fully finished object and a finish that I had last week. So that's a finish for Whip Go. Then the other Whip Go finish that I had to have was Gobble. And this one is from, good grief, Bent Creek. And it's an oldie but a goodie pattern. I've had this pattern a long time. And I did it on, last week I said I had no clue what I did it on. But I did it on Picture This Plus Wren. It was 28 count. And I've got a finish. I really, really worked on this. And this is my finish here. And I used most all the call for colors. The only one I had to use the DMC for that she had used in the model was the Blue Spruce Weeks Dye Works. I had to use the DMC 520, which she had listed. And that's my finish. So hopefully Thanksgiving, by Thanksgiving, this will be a fully finished object. So, but I really enjoyed stitching on that fabric. It was easy to see. So when your eyes were tired at night, it wasn't bad. So that was good. So I got 2 more things crossed off. I didn't want that to get wrinkled. Okay, so what do we have for June? So Jessie Marie Does Stuff called out number 4 and number 16. All right, I couldn't find number 4. You know, last year I organized everything in a basket, and I've had it out stitching on it and done this, that, and the other, and I've put it somewhere. It's in a bag somewhere. Yeah. But anyway, so it will not be Mary Clayton. So what I did, because I said I was going to do 5 days on Mary Clayton, I saw Coming to America was right next to it. So that will give me some more time to find Mary Clayton. And I better not be losing that thing, because I had a lot of work done on that. So anyway, I picked up, oh no, wait just a moment. We're having a disaster. Oh, and I said I had everything just put out just so well. But this is a pattern by Brenda Gervais. It's an exclusive pattern. It was very limited, and if you didn't buy it a couple of years ago, you can forget it unless you can find it on eBay or Stash Unload. But this is the Women of the Mayflower. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful pattern. I just love that. So anyway, this one I chose on 36 count. And this was probably about the first thing I ever did on 36 count. And so far, I've got this much. My problem is I started out on those seagulls. That's a lot of seagulls. So at least I'm down now to, we're in the water, and I'm getting ready to start on the Cape Cod part with the 2 the 2 fossil fish. So hopefully I'll get some more done on this in 5 days, and we'll see what I can get done this month. And I probably won't stitch on it 5 days in a row, or I might. You never can tell, because I usually just stitch on what makes me happy. And sometimes things make me happy and sometimes they don't. But I got all the call for fabric and threads. I'm using the Weeks Dye Works, the Gentle Arts, and everything. And this is on Vintage Country Mocha, 40 count. And it's by Zweigart, and I'm using 2 strands, or no, I lied. it's not 40 count, it's 36 count. And I'm using 1 strand over 2 threads. Good grief. That's what I get for reading the directions. Okay, so, and I've got it in this big bag so I can work on that. Okay, the next thing that was called was number 16, and it's also a 5-day stitch. And this is Fringe, it's from Friendstitch, an autumn gathering, Let Joy In. And this is a big, big piece, which I don't, where in the world? Oh, here we go. Nothing like being prepared. But anyway, this is on 28 count. Let's look. Vintage Country Mocha. There you go. And I don't know why, but I decided to get the 28 count instead of the 32 count. And it's kind of long. It's 192 by 96. And I'm doing 2 strands over 2. And I'm using all the Call for Weeks Dye Works threads. Isn't that pretty? But I've got a good bit done. I started on the left side. So, but I've got a little bit, I've got a ways to go. Yeah. So anyway, that's a big heart. So I'm going to be stitching. But of course I'm stitching on the big house right now too. See how big that is. I need to like finish the windows and the door, the trim around the windows and the door. And then it'll be time to move on to that picket fence. So that'll be nice. Okay. All right, so 5 days on that, and we'll see how much we can get done. Hopefully it'll be 5 good long days. All right, so that's my whip go for June, and that's very doable, even though I've got 2 retreats to go to this month. Yeah. So, even, you know, I'll probably take that one to StitchCon when I go, because I am going to StitchCon this month. And that'll be a good one to take because it's big, you know, and I won't need a bunch of stuff to take with me. Okay, now I had another piece that I was working on. And this was because it was, you know, Memorial Day. And then also, I worked on this on Memorial Day. And also because, you know, the 4th of July is coming up. And I wanted to make a drum. I really, really did. So I decided to work on Heartstring Samplery's Grand Old Flag Pin Drum. Isn't that pretty? And I did this one on 32 count ale. Picture this plus, I think. Yep. And I used all the Jill Arts threads. So this is what I've got done so far. I got a little, you know, before I just had like flags. So now I've got the date and I've got a lot more done on the flower. So I just like the basket, the rest of the flowers, and a couple of symbols. And that'll be it. And it'll be ready to do my first drum. And that's 2 strands over 2. I think. Yeah. 2 strands over 2. Instead of doing mine on 32 count, I did mine on 28 count. So, I don't know. I was stuck on 28 count, I guess. And I said that was ale, but I think now that I think of it, I think this was a piece of vintage country mocha I had left over from Let Joy In. Sorry about that. This was before I kept really good track of my fabrics and things. You know, where they came from. Usually it was like, oh yeah, this looks good, I'll just use that, you know. So yeah, but anyway, so that's a work in progress. Then I had 2 new starts for 2 new sals or stitch alongs, and one of them is the summer cross stitch camp. I usually try to do that. I started last year and I really enjoyed it. It helps you get a lot done. You start a project and you finish the project in the month. We'll see if I can do that. I tried to pick something a little smaller, and this is Tricks or Treats. And I have really enjoyed stitching on this. In fact, you'll see why in just a moment, because I didn't have a lot of time, but I stitched more on this than I did the other one, as you can tell. because I was like, oh man, this is going along really good. Let's just keep going. So I just kept stitching. But anyway, this is in the Blackbird Designs book, Tricks or Treats. And it's got a lot of good patterns in here. Here's this. Yeah, and then here's the front. So I will be doing more out of this book. Yes. But anyway, I really like this. So I'm using Weeks Dye Works. And once again, my older fabric, it's like, oh, I don't need this label that tells me what this pattern is. Or, I mean, what this fabric is and what count it is. And I think this is 32 count. And it's just the prettiest golden yellow. And I want to say it's a Grace Notes fabric. I really do. But it may be fiber on a whim. I'm not really sure. Isn't that, let's see, there we go. Isn't, not ironed very well, but isn't that pretty? And I did the vine border, and I've started the crow's hat up here. And the border changes over here. Isn't that interesting? And I just didn't pull this up. There you go. It looks a little bit better now. And that's 2 strands over 2. I tried 1 strand and I didn't like it because it was very pale and you could hardly see it. And I thought, you know, I really want this crow to show up. So I thought, oh boy, this will be really good. So hopefully I can get this one finished by the end of the month, because that would be just great. And I would get my summer cross stitch camp little notice. Now, this is nothing to slight this piece at all, this next sale. Oh yeah, and I will say, if you do the summer cross stitch camp sale, you need to go watch Colorado Cross Stitchers Flosstube and go to her website and just look up, and she's got a free badge that you can get. This is Summer Cross Stitch Camp 2023, and it's really cute. It's got a bird on it, and it's a cute little bird. So and that's on Instagram, where you have to post the first day of the month your materials, and then the last day of the month, or by the last day of the month, you have to post your finish on Instagram, and you tag her plus the, you know, hashtag Colorado Cross Stitcher plus hashtag Summer Cross Stitch Camp. So make sure you do that, and go watch her video, and it'll tell you all about it. You'll see it tagged under there, you know, like Summer Cross Stitch Camp. The next one is Welcome to the North Pole. It's PC Welcome to the North Pole by Primrose Cottage Stitches, and a lot of people are doing this one. A lot of people. Now, I thought and thought, don't want to get the frame, don't want to get the frame, and I finally decided against that, just based on the size and then what fabric I had available. The only fabric I had available was 30 counts that was large enough. I didn't want it teeny weeny, you know, I didn't want it like smaller than 6 inches across. I thought, ooh, that's kind of tiny. So what I did was I decided I'd use 30 count Portobello by Access Commodities. And I sat down one time, and this is what I got done. And you can tell, and this was on June 1st, both of those were, you could tell that I did a lot more on the crow than I did on the Christmas one. And excuse my string up, or my thread up there, my floss, but it's attached, so I can just sit down and start stitching. But I'm using 2 strands of DMC over 2 threads of linen. And so we will do the first part that says Welcome to the North Pole. This one right here, we'll do that part first this month, and then next month will be that one, next month that, next month that, next month that, and the next month that, and then you'll have it ready in time for Christmas. We'll see. You know, because you know how I am. It's like, oh, let's stitch this. Oh, let's stitch that. You know, and then I have so much I need to stitch because I've been stitching for a long time. And yeah. Okay. Now let's talk about the free pattern, or no, yeah, let's talk about one of the free patterns. Okay, The first thing I'm going to talk about, and I don't have a picture of the pattern per se, but I do have a picture of some of the parts of the pattern. This is from Jardin Prive, and they are French, and the website is in French. But if you go on Google Chrome, you can get it to translate for you. But anyway, you go to their website and you will pull up. Oh, hang on. Got to do something. My paper's blowing. You will pull up and you will see. Yeah, you will. Drat. Nothing like technology, is there? Oh dear, this is not good. Okay, there we go. Okay, you'll pull this up on the website, and you're going to pull up. I will put the link on there, but it's the Femmes Celebrate, and it's got 50 patterns of women. And so what you're going to do is those patterns are free. And then they're going to give you like a pattern. I think it's 1 or 2 patterns a month. I can't remember now. But anyway, so when like you'll see the patterns on here on their website. And the ones that are highlighted, you know, like lit up and colored, those are the ones that you can pull up the PDF. So, this was a Celtic, and I don't know how to pronounce her name, Bodisha, maybe? And they tell about her. And then you keep, let me stand up. You keep scrolling and you can read about her. You see her picture, and then you get down here and you press the PDF, and you will be able to download the PDF for free. And it does that on all the different ones, but you get 50, but there's more. If you would like Cleopatra the 7th, or Joan of Arc, or Jane Austen, or Theresa de Dilmont, Beatrix Potter, Marie, oh goodness, can't pronounce this, Marvint. Let's see, Marilyn Monroe, Elizabeth II. And then there's more, you know. But anyway, those are bonuses, and you have to buy those. And I'm not sure about how much the price is, but every one that you see the silhouette of, those are going to be free. And you keep checking their website to see when they come available. Okay, so those are 50 free patterns, and I will link that below. So what a deal. And it's celebrating women. Okay, then my other free pattern we will talk about later. Okay, the featured designer today is one that gave me some stitchy kindness, and it's in this little bag right here. I won their giveaway on Instagram, and I was so excited. I looked and I said, well, I'm going to enter, but I won't win. Well, lo and behold, when I saw my name, I like to fell over. So this one says, live well, love much, laugh often. And it says, thank you. And this is from Under the Woolen Willow. And it's not a cross stitch, website or anything. They have an Etsy shop, and they have all these cute little things accessories that will go along with your tier trays and your dough bowls to help you fill them up. And look what I got. I got a tomato. Is that just not the cutest thing you have ever seen? And it's wool. And she sends a little bookmark, and it says, congratulations, Dottie. Thanks for playing along. Enjoy, Michelle. Isn't that sweet? Thank you. Thank you, Michelle. I really appreciate it. So, she has patterns, she has kits, and sometimes she even has the finished product that you can buy. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to feature her with Etsy shop, even though she's not a cross-stitch designer, just because it's some little accessories that we can get to go along with all our stuff. So this will go in my dough bowl in the living room. Okay, so this is one of the things that she has. She sells these, and these are chenille strawberries. Are those not gorgeous? And she has all different colors too. You know, different shades of pinks and reds. Then we have some wool strawberries. Look at that. Too cute and just beautiful. Then we have, she's put these in here, Mini Star Bowl Filler Pillow Duo. And I would probably say that's for the patterns. I may be wrong. But for that price, I would say it's probably for the pattern. And then we have like alphabet berries. Really cute. Those are newer. And she's got and then she also has an autumn wool berry club. And so if you want to, it says if you order it today, you can get by June 9th through the 17th. Look at that. And you can make all kinds of wool berries. She also has skinny pillows. You know, they do that word of the year thing. They have all kinds of pillows that they make out of this tea-dyed fabric. And they embroider on. They have patterns, they have kits, and they have finished products. Like here's one of the kits, linen. Isn't that gorgeous? Then she also has little needle books, embroidered needle books. Is that not precious? Just love that. So, so cute. Then she also has a Suffrage Wool Applique Sampler of the Month program. It's a block of the month. Isn't that pretty? So you'll have to go check that out. And then she sells just wool. She has little pillows. Says friendship promotes the good and happiness in each other. It is in the company of a good friend that the heart finds a home. And then there's some other little pillows back there. She doesn't have many of those left. Then we've got the Bee Skip kit. So go check her out. Michelle is just great. Her shipping is quick. I have ordered from her before, and she even has like pattern books and things. So I highly recommend her shop. I really do. She's got some really cute things, and she also has, you know, the penny rugs and things too. Some of those, but they're just adorable. So you need to go through and check that out. All right. So, and thank you again, Michelle. I love it, love it, love it. Just love my little strawberry. I'm going to put this up where my dogs can't get it. They'll think it's a chew toy if I don't. Okay, so, let's see. And I will link that below. Okay, some announcements. First of all, let's see. Where was I? I lost my place. On July the 17th, Anabella's shop is going to have a pop-up retreat. And that's like a Zoom retreat for those of you that are unable to travel because maybe it's too far, or, you know, your schedule doesn't allow you being gone for 3 or 4 days, or, you know, something like that. So be sure and go to her Flosstube number 122, which she put out yesterday, for details of how to sign up. And sign up is this weekend. So she's just popping it right out there real quick. They're going to have a designer and everything. So check that out. It sounded really exciting. Then, let's see. Oh, and I would like to shout out Alba Stitcher. I watched her video. Well, I watch her videos all the time. She lives in, I think she's from Scotland. No, I think she's from the Netherlands, and she lives in Scotland. But anyway, she lives over in Europe, and she stitches all the most beautiful projects, and I love her accent. I just love everything about her. So anyway, be sure and go check out Alba Stitcher, and her cat is cute. It really is. Then let's see, what else? Oh dear, am I not organized today or what? Oh, another free pack. Oh, I forgot this. Okay, somebody had asked about the Inspired Needle with Kathy. You know, she was the lady that used to do Galleria. Okay, she is opening her shop, not sure when, but it's on Palm Coast. It's in Palm Coast, Florida. And she says that her progress is continuing, and she's got like a little picture of how they're putting up the walls and everything. So hopefully, and put down new floor. So hopefully it will be open for business soon, she says. She's all excited about that. So anyway, we're excited to have another shop. Yay! We're all for the shops. Okay, now remember, the question of the day is, do you do stitch-alongs? If so, what are you participating in currently? What stitch-along are you participating in currently? Be sure and comment, because I love to read your comments. I can't see you. You have an unfair advantage. You can see me. And also, we will do our last freebie pattern. If I can get my, yeah, okay, here we go. All right, this one is from Stoney Creek, and you know Father's Day is coming up. And what are you going to stitch Dad? Oh my goodness. What are you going to do for Dad? So, if we can find it. Oh, here we go. All right, Stoney Creek has an ornament chart, and it's free for the month of June. And it says Dad. Isn't that cute? So you'll have to be sure it's got the fishing lure and the hook and everything and the little float. So just go on their website. I will link that below where you can download that for free. And if you miss it, the pattern's only $3.95 after this month. And it would just be something real cute. You don't necessarily have to make it an ornament. You could make a little like folding book or something that he could put something in, you know, you never can tell. Or you could put it on a box, you know, so it'd be just really kind of neat. So anyway, that's about all I have today. And I just thank you so much for stopping by and visiting with Winston, Stryker, and myself and looking at my cross stitch. And I mean, we did Halloween, we did Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Valentine's Day. Yeah, so I was all over the place today. But anyway, be sure and comment below, like, and subscribe to the video. And when we hit the 1,300, we will have a giveaway. Thank you so much for watching, and please come back and see me again and keep stitching all the things. Bye-bye.